Hey, how's it going? I haven't made a video in a little while. I've been going through some side issues. So just let me tell you that marriage is an institution and you don't want to be committed to an institution, okay? Just let's leave it at that. That's a joke. I'm just joking. Okay, so today we're just doing this for fun. It's always just for fun. That's the point of a lot of these videos, is just have fun. So we're in LightWave 2020. And I got my tabs kind of messed up here, but we're just going to go into box. We're going to just click and drag here. I am like probably the world's worst modeler of all time. A little out of practice. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just making a little block like that. And you hit the space bar to drop the tool. And then we're going to make another block here. Go to box. Here, and we're just, it doesn't have to be anything, that great. And then we hit the space bar. Let me see if I can remember all this. Go to polygons down here. Yeah, what's going on? Polygons. I'm just gonna click on the side there, and I believe it's right bracket. Selects everything, and then the T tool can move this. This is actually one of the things that I really like about LightWave. Certain things are like really easy to do, and you can create some stuff that's really cool really fast. Okay, like I must have the normals, show normals on there. I wonder what I was doing. Anyway, drop the tool there, and we click here to, is it there? To deselect, okay. Like I said, I'm just a little rusty. Okay, so we got our block. We got to save this, of course. Save object as box, or I should call it block. Block. I can't even spell block. And we go to save, and then hopefully this will send object to layout. So while we're waiting for that to happen, I guess I should give a shout out to Mark Warner. You know, he's a true unsung hero in LightWave. He's really been kicking out the jams with all his tutorials and stuff. And I believe you can make donations to him now too. So I've been meaning to do that actually. Okay, so now we're in layout, and there's our city block. Understand by doing this, they'll all buttress up against each other. So this is one of the things that I like about LightWave. I don't know if we want to do this now or later. Let's do it now. Okay, so we're gonna go into the surface editor. I have a preference on this. I don't know why, but if you hit, I believe it's F8, there's all these pre-built things in here, and for some reason I like glass. I don't know why. It always comes out looking kind of cool for some reason. And so we do that, and I believe we double click here, and we'll come in here to the node editor, and what we're going to do is we're going to get a 3D texture. I did another video, I think my last one before this one was on how you add these textures, but Brooks is a fun one, and if you watch that one, this kind of explains more of what I'm doing here. But we put that into there and bump into there. And I'm pretty sure that we want to scale all this stuff back. So we're just going to go 0.5. You can hit tab, 0.5, and 0.5 like that. I don't know. I guess we could try the Y and see what that looks like. And then on the bump amplitude, we want to take that down. You can just click and drag that because we want it to be indented, right? And that's on our texture. So I guess we could, and then we can just close out of all this. So that's out of the way. And then we can go into VPR to get a look at kind of what that looks like. So that's our city block thing. And then we're just going to replicate this. And this is what I like about LightWave. Okay. Now, one thing that's always gets me on this is this backdrop thing. So if you click on the backdrop, here's what's weird about it. If you click up here and drag, you can see the sky, see, right? So I'm just clicking and dragging up and down, but it's just sometimes it's confusing about what you're looking at exactly. Another way, it's kind of a cheat. I think it's kind of a cheat, but what you can do is just color everything like this. There's a shortcut to cheat on this, and I don't remember what it is right now, but I'm actually going to do a video on that. But we're just trying to color up the sky a little bit. It's just kind of an interesting color. I mean, you can make this any color you want, but it's more of a nice kind of gradient then. We're just making it, because I think too, because the glass kind of takes on the color of everything. So it's just kind of a unique way to make things look. If you want, just play around with that. And then if I scroll up, it all looks kind of the same. So now all we're going to do is we're just going to go into the object properties here, and we simply go to the instancer tab, and go to Python city block, and we double click on this, and you got to click active there, and see it creates, if this is cool, right? I mean, it creates I might want to come here and see what I want to do here. Go down. I'm right clicking to do that and dragging up over here in this little box right there. So you see how there's all these 100, I don't know how many it created. This, I believe the building margin, we want it to be 0. So they'll all be closer. And then we probably want to turn off the randomize width and depth. And that really brings everything closer together too. Right? Like that. That simply, we've created this kind of super cool city. I think you can do again, I'm right clicking with that. I can bring it up even more, I think. Something like that. You can create this really super futuristic looking city just like that. It's that simple. I think it's amazing. You could do a fly through on this if you wanted to. The other thing you might do, and this is just kind of well, I always usually match my camera perspective there. Okay. But one thing you can always do is come into render and go to render properties, and this volumetric scattering always, it's kind of like turbulence. It always kind of makes things look better. See right there, it's blown everything out. But if I scroll it down and just add a little bit of that kind of misty look, it just adds, I think it makes it look more cinematic and adds some atmospherics to it. And that is it. That is how you do a Python city block. It's a lot of fun, and I'll try, if I have the time, to do a little fly through this city thing. But it's really quick, it's really easy, it's just cool. And you can also play around again with the backdrop here. So like, I don't know what I did. Maybe that's too much. So what happens if I make it black? No, I don't like that. Okay, let's do blue or something. I'm just trying to add some variety there. But see, that's way up high in the sky, so let's make this one blue and see what it does. Yeah, so you can play around with the sky squeeze too to, which way do I go? I forget if I go this way or which way. See how that's kind of a hard line there? But you can play around with the backdrop to create like an even more interesting kind of effect, because especially with the glass, it's very susceptible to the lighting that you in the scene that you use. And that is it. So have a great day. I hope everyone's doing fine with all this COVID craziness.